Hello, in this video we are going to be talking about TSLY, stock ticker TSLY, and of course I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Invest at your own risk, fun and entertainment only. Anyway, so we're going to be investing $1,000 roughly into TSLY versus Tesla to see where we would be as of today. Today being October 9th. October 9th, 2024. You'll first look at the TSLY chart, and I've circled on the left side where we are roughly investing after the first dividend day, and roughly around $28. Conversely, Tesla, right after January 1st, we will be investing down here. Amazingly, it would be at the bottom. So let's discuss our first purchase. We were able to buy 35 shares. Technically, TSLY had a stock split, so 35 times 2 is 70. So technically we bought 70 shares at around what? $24 or $16 or whatever. Anyway, all these numbers are after the split. Even the dividend has been adjusted. So the total capital invested is $980.35. We are not buying shares for the first go. So we bought after the first dividend, so we didn't get paid a dividend, so we didn't buy any shares anyway. So of course the next day comes along, the dividend's there. So let's fast forward to the most important part, which is dividend profit after taxes. It's $548.78. If you were to sell everything today, you made $3.83 before tax. Now, I've recorded the day you invested in Tesla. You bought 8 shares at $122.63, worth $981.04. They do not pay a dividend. If we were to sold on this day, we made $988.64. The TSLY made $871.08 in dividends. And of course, we are taxed differently because we've held for over a year. We're taxed at a lower rate. So our total profit for buying 8 Tesla shares is $840.34, while our TSLY is $548.78. The only difference is now I have no shares of Tesla and I have 35 shares of TSLY. So then I decided to take the dividend and reinvest as many shares as I could without going negative. So we have this category called unused cash and total unused cash. So as we go along, we are going to be spending our unused cash. So even though it says negative $26 on this day, we had $30 in unused cash. So we were able to buy an extra share that week with our collective unused cash, and so on and so on. So we end up, remember, this is 70 share. This is all post split numbers, okay? We would end October 8th. I put another week in there, okay? October 8th, we would have ended with 95 shares. The total cost per share is $24.56 average per share, and that's your average. the dividends on that day was $104. Your total dividend year to date is $1,361. That's how many we bought with. We bought 8 shares at the cost of $12.44, reinvesting $99.52. The total dividend reinvested is $1,353, as opposed to our $1,361 given to us. So we reinvested almost all of our dividends back into the stock over time. The total capital invested now is $2,333. So technically, we are now past the double 980 spot. We have more money invested than we started. And our overall taxes are $503.61. Our leftover cash is $7.98. If we were to spend that on taxes, that's negative $500 out of our pocket. So anyway, dividend profit after taxes on this day is $857.50. But remember, we spent all of that on reinvestments. We technically only have $7.98. Does that make sense? Okay, now that you caught on, we bought our 8 shares. So let's imagine that November, the stock price is $12. They paid a dividend per share of 8.8. For our 103 shares, our total cost per average is $22.65. The estimated total dividend on that day is $82.40. Total dividends year to date is $14.43. We did not buy any more. So our total dividend reinvested is still only $13.53. Total capital invested is still $23.33. Taxes are for that day is around $30. We now have $90.38 unused cash. And yeah, that's if you were to sell everything, you'd be negative $188, but this is not including all your reinvestments, so you'd have to subtract your investments.